What's going on, you guys? Today we're back with another YouTube video, and today I'll be showing you guys the only studio photography setup that you'll need. And before we get started, we're gonna go ahead and clear the set so that I can show you guys pretty much how to set up this setup from beginning to end. So let's get right into it. All right, and real quick, I just want to say thank you guys so much. We just hit 30,000 subscribers on the channel, so thank you guys so much for your support. The next goal is 100,000. Let's try to get there soon. Let's keep running them subs up, and let's get back to the video. All right, you guys, so I want to go ahead and get into step number one, which is the model placement. And right here, we have our model placed about 3 feet from the backdrop. And that's important because we don't want harsh shadows on our backdrop, but at the same time, we still want to illuminate our backdrop. So with that being said, we're going to go into our first lighting source, which is going to be our AD400 on a large silver parabolic umbrella right here. So we're going to go ahead and bring it in. And you want to place this light directly in front of your model. You don't want to place it off to the left, you want to place it off to the right. You'll see why later in this video, but you want to have it directly in front of your model. So we want to make sure that our light is right in the middle of our model. And you want to have it 3 feet off the ground just so that this light is kind of shaping her a little bit. If it was down and if it was pointed straight at her, it would kind of give us a very flat image, and we don't want that. We want a image that creates depth and shows her features. So we want to bring it up a little bit. We want to tilt it a little bit downward, just a tad bit. And if you guys can come off to the side, you can see that our umbrella isn't pointed straight at her, it's tilted down a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and get into some images, and I'll show you guys what this looks like. Beautiful. There we go. And as you guys can see, these images are underexposed, and the reason why is this is going to be our fill light. Our fill light means that it's not going to be our direct source of light, but it's more so just to fill in the shadows and help our main light that we're going to insert in later. So right here, this is our fill light, and I'm going to go ahead and add in our main light so you guys can see what that looks like. Let's bring this in. There we go. All right, and our main light is the same. It's an AD400, but this time we're using a beauty dish with a white inner material. And the reason for that is because I really want this image to pop, and that's what you're gonna get with a beauty dish when you're using it for photo shoots. And one thing that you guys need to be very aware of is the positioning of a beauty dish. When you position this beauty dish, you need to make sure that this center console is aligned straight with your model's face. If you guys set this up and the beauty dish isn't positioned right, the harsh light around the edges will get onto your model and it's going to create unflattering shadows. So what you want to do is you want to make sure when you're setting this up that the center of this beauty dish is lined up with the center of your subject's face. And same with the umbrella, we're going to have our beauty dish right above eye level so that it decreases our shadows. All right, you guys, so now I'm going to show you some images of what it looks like with our key light and our fill light together in the setup. So let's take a couple photos. Beautiful. Beautiful. There you go. So now you guys can see what this key light does when it's working with this fill light, just to fill in the shadows and just to create an overall more flattering image. There we go. Let me get a shot with you kind of like turn your body to the side a little bit, like right there, perfect. Not all the way, just kind of like 45, a little bit more, right there, perfect. And then kind of just like look in the direction of this C-stand, perfect right there. Hold that, beautiful. Now let me see, turn a little bit more. There you go, perfect, right there. Yeah. And then do some shots kind of looking back at me with some shoulder, perfect right there. Beautiful. Oh, these are amazing. All right, you guys, so those are the images, but I do want to take these images a step further, and I'm going to do that by adding in our eye light reflector. And bring this in. You can face back to the front for me. There we go. Perfect. All right. So now what this eye light reflector is gonna do is gonna take this light coming from our key light source and it's gonna bounce into this eye light reflector and it's gonna fill in the shadows underneath her chin. Beautiful. Perfect. Now, that's with the eye light reflector. And keep in mind, you guys, you don't have to use an eye light reflector. You don't have to use a fill light. But for this image and for this setup, I just want to show you guys, if you want to take this setup a step further, or if you just want to get rid of some of those shadows, I want to show you guys different ways that you can do that. And so we're going to use a silver reflector just because it's something a lot of you guys would already have, and it's something very inexpensive that also gives you that look of having a third light source. So let's go ahead and add that in. We're gonna grab it. And I want to show you guys, you know, everything isn't always super pretty in the studio. We actually have our silver light reflector just clamped onto a C-stand with a regular clamp you can get from Home Depot. Just showing you guys that, you know, you don't always need the most expensive equipment to get the job done. Just get the job done. All right. And we're gonna place this right here, parallel with her back, kind of just to bounce that light back over her shoulder. There we go. Now let's take some images and show you guys what that looks like. Beautiful. Beautiful. And that's pretty much our setup for today. I just wanted to show you guys a super simple studio photography setup that you guys can use in and day out. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down below. And you guys can find all of this equipment linked below in the description. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace. You know what? I never thought about the title for this video. Okay. Okay, I'll try. Before we get into it, I'm gonna go ahead and, should I say make this stuff disappear? Or no, I'm gonna go ahead and clear the set when I snap my fingers. 3, 2. Don't say when I snap the fingers. Just say we're just gonna go ahead and clear the set. Okay, bet. We're gonna go ahead and clear the set. All right, so guys, fuck, I'm tired. And that way, the light is very balanced on her. That sounds so stupid. My battery just died. Okay, all right, let me stop. All right.